Hey y'all, how are you? I feel like my screen is a little blurry. Anyways, what is happening? Happy Thursday. So, I wanted to ask you if you have ever dehydrated a meal before. Some of you may be like, what even is that? Didn't even know that was a thing, and why in the world would you do that? Well, I'm about to show you. So my husband is a hunter, and every year he goes elk hunting in Colorado, New Mexico, all the places. And so he leaves here pretty soon. He's a bow hunter, and so for them, when they're up on the mountain in the middle of nowhere, they can't just like pull out a skillet and cook up a meal. They need to have dehydrated, ready to go meals that they can eat on the side of the mountain. So if your husband is a hunter, comment below and let me know, because this could be super helpful for you. So you can go and buy dehydrated meals. You can get them on Amazon, you can go to Cabela's, you can go anywhere and get dehydrated meals. Oftentimes those meals are really expensive. They're either A, really expensive, or B, in our case, don't meet our dietary needs. So with that, over the years, every year I make my husband's meals, for him. So, I typically will make him like, I don't know, 3 or 4 meals, depending on how many days he's going to be there. He'll do like 10 days. So the first meal that I'm making today is chili. So I'm going to show you all how I did it. I did a batch of chili. I have a dehydrator here. It's so stinking easy. Here's another tip. Like if you are like prepper status, you could totally do this. And it's super easy. So here, I'm going to see if I can I flip this around? Yes. So here's my chili. Okay. I've got my dehydrator here. We love this Garden Master dehydrator. It comes with these little mesh trays, and then it also comes with these solid trays, which are great for if you wanted to do fruit roll-ups with your kids. You could even put some applesauce on here, spread it out, put it on the dehydrator, and make like little fruit roll-ups for your kids. But so it comes with all these trays, so you just can stack them up and then hit start, and it starts dehydrating it. So what that does, when they're up on the mountain, they have this dried meal, and it's crazy, y'all, how when it does dehydrate it shrinks down to like nothing. But what they do is they will take their jet boil. It's got a little propane tank thing that hooks up, and they boil their water, get their water good and hot. They pour the water into the meal, and they let it set for a little bit, and then it will rehydrate. And y'all, I'm not even joking. It tastes and looks just like I just made it. Like, it's crazy. My kids have got my door open. I typically do like chili. I'll do spaghetti. I do shepherd's pie. I've done taco meat before. The combinations are endless. So the name, Dana, of this dehydrator is Garden Master. So once I'm finished with this video, I'll put the link in the comments. I bought ours off Amazon. So I'm about to show y'all how I get it started. Is your brother outside?
Yes.
Okay. I have got something killer in my contact. Okay. So I'm just going to take, and when you're spreading I just almost spilled that. When you are spreading it out onto your dehydrator, you want it to be pretty thin layer, because if you pile it up super thick, it takes like triple as long to dry out. And you want it to be like as crispy, dried out as you can. Like I should be able to take a piece of meat and it almost just like go into powder in my fingers. If you can pick up a piece of meat and it's still kind of squishy, it hasn't gone long enough. You know, obviously for, you know, sanitary reasons or whatever, so that, you know, they ain't getting sick, you got to dehydrate it all the way. So, I don't know. Can y'all even see this? I have this propped up all weird. Okay. So I'm just going to start. I've put my mesh liner here and I just spread it out on here. I'll show you up close when I get this on here, but yeah, so you just spread it out pretty thin. I'll just drop some on the floor. Okay. So I love this because I'm able to make it gluten-free, and all the dietary things that we need. But also Scott, when he's gone for that long, he's like, this is so wonderful because it makes me think of home, you know, because it is a home-cooked meal that they get to take with them. So I'm going to show you this. Okay, so see how I've got it spread out pretty thin all along the edge here. I've spread it out to where it's all in one single layer. And then what you're gonna do is I'm gonna get another tray here. And you just take and you stack the tray on. You get another little mesh and then you start stacking again. And then I will do that all the way up, do another layer. Until it's gone. And then I actually turn it on the highest setting on my dehydrator, and let it go until it's dry. And I just kind of check on it throughout the day, until it's all the way dry. Here's another tip. If you're doing ground meat, you want to kind of chop it up pretty fine. You don't want big old chunks of meat. So it'd be good if all of your meat can be pretty consistent, the same size, because that way it all dehydrates at the same time. So yeah, that's how you do it, guys. I'll show you. I'm gonna finish doing this in a minute, but I'll show you what it looks like. Where's my lid? So see. So here's what the lid looks like. I just pop the lid on, and then down here on your setting, I just make sure it's all the way over to 160, and then you turn it on. And it just goes. And that is how you do it. So, but I'm so curious to know if y'all have ever dehydrated anything before. This is so fun. I mean, it's just so easy. And so for us, it doesn't make sense to go and buy these expensive dehydrated meals for when he goes, whenever I can literally do this like no problem. Like I'll typically will do, like, if I'm going to do chili in the dehydrator, then that's just what we have for supper, and I'll just double it, throw it on here, let it go, and then we crumble it up and we portion it out into baggies, label them, and then I get ready to make the next meal. So the next meal that I will make after this chili will be spaghetti. So anyways, I hope that this was helpful. Let me know if you've ever tried it. If you've got kids and you have one, this is fabulous for fruit roll-ups, because you can use like legit real fruit and make fruit roll-ups instead of buying the ones that are at the store that are loaded with added sugar. And yeah, so I'll link this in the comments. Y'all let me know if you've ever done this before. Let me know if your husband's a hunter, or if you would like more ideas and more recipes like this for your dehydrator. So y'all have a good rest of your night. Bye.